Hey guys, thank you so much for watching Nikki's Plates. I have another mukbang for you guys today. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my glasses because the ring light is just showing all of them.
Put them back on.
I can't see, but they don't want to see that ring light all in my glasses.
Well, you can't see them.
It's okay. It's alright.
Put them back on.
No, it's okay. I done ate without my glasses before.
You go eat something you don't have no vision because you can't see it.
Babe, I'm good. I can see. It's just a little blurry. Babe, can I do my video? I cannot.
You put on glasses, I leave it on.
I'm gonna put them on for a little bit.
Okay. Did she just roll her eyes at me, y'all?
Anyway, y'all, how y'all doing? Let me get my scriptures out. I didn't get them out today. Let me get them out. Let me do a prayer. Lord, thank you so much for the blessings you have given me. Lord, I ask that you continue to bless me, and I thank you for this food. Let it be a blessing to my body. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. 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 I'm trying to tilt them because they say if you tilt them, the ring light don't show. Let's see. All right, I got Psalms 37:9. Those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. Hebrews 2:18. For in that he himself has suffered, being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. Hebrews 2:18. All right, that was our daily bread. If y'all don't like the daily bread, go ahead and just skip through it if you don't want to watch it. But today I handmade, well, I didn't hand make, but I didn't hand make the tortilla, the breading part. So these are some keto style pizzas I made with the low carb tortilla, and I put the tortilla on the griddle, and I cooked them until they were like hard kind of. And then once that was finished, I laid them out on the pan, and I put some pizza sauce on the bottom with some mozzarella cheese. And then I put some ground beef because I don't do sausage or anything like that. I put some ground beef, and I have onions, jalapenos, and red bell peppers on there. And then I put just a little bit more cheese because I almost ran out of cheese. I could have let it melt a little bit more, but it's fine. And then I put some sriracha on the top, and I'm gonna put some ranch on there, so it'll be a sriracha ranch pizza. Okay, let me let y'all see. Here, y'all eat some. Oops, dripping. All right, let's get a thumbnail. Okay. Not bad. It's my first time making these, guys. Hopefully I didn't do too bad with them. Yeah, want another bite? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get some 2 pieces of paper. Okay, so I got questions for this. I am gonna choose a winner, but after the next video, I'll announce it in the second Q&A because I got a lot of questions. So I'm gonna make a 2-part. Here's part 1. If y'all want to ask some questions, go ahead and ask them. This is pretty good, y'all. You gotta go try this. I think it just needs a little bit more cheese on it. All right, so the first set of questions came from Southern Mama.
What's the first question?
Oh.
Oh. How you gonna tell me the whole
Okay. The first question is, do I have any children? And if so, how many? I have 2 bonus sons. I do not have any of my own. Number 2, if you could choose, what would your last meal be? My goodness. I have to say it'll be between, I probably have to have a mix of authentic tacos and some Chinese food. Give me a spread. What is my favorite restaurant? I'm gonna have to go with Papa Do's. I like Papa Do's. Number 4. When I was little, what did I want to become? I wanted to be a cardiologist and a hairstylist. I achieved one of those. So I am a hairstylist. Although I do not do it full time. What are my 3 favorite hobbies? I like to braid. I like to eat. And I like to watch TV with my husband. Those are the things I like to do.
What you just lied about?
I like to watch TV with you.
That's a lie.
How is that a lie?
Because you don't watch TV.
I watch TV with you though.
You like TikTok. That's all you do.
Oh, and I like TikTok.
Watch TV.
No. I watch, yeah, I do both. I do both. Okay. And then number 6, what is my spirit animal?
Your what?
My spirit animal. Like, if you was an animal, what would you be?
Ooh, let me answer.
Yeah, answer that for you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna like mine.
What, a lion?
Eh? Hell no.
What? What would I be?
You ain't gonna like mine.
Tell me, what would I be?
I don't feel like sleeping on the couch tonight.
I ain't gonna get mad.
I don't know.
What you gonna say?
It look good. It don't look like it got no meat on it.
It got a little meat on it. Yeah, Brian been on his hamburger phase. And I already had made y'all 2 hamburgers.
I don't want hamburgers today. I asked what you cooking. Is that what you said?
Well, you should have said so.
I don't know what's in it. I would have said fish.
No, we never say. Oh. I don't know what my spirit animal would be. I'm gonna have to research and think about that one. I don't know. I really don't. So stay tuned in one of my other videos because I have no idea. I'm gonna do my research and answer it soon. I don't know. What would you say?
No, you go get my room.
What's sweet, kind, and mean? Sweet, kind, nice, but if you mess with it, it could be mean. And then they go back to nice.
That's
But it could flip and be mean again in an instant. Don't tell me.
That's called a snake.
Don't tell me a snake.
That's called a snake.
I'm not a snake.
That's a snake. Snake in the grass.
I'm not a snake. Is that what you calling me, a snake?
No.
What you calling me?
I'm not telling you. You're not gonna do it, no.
I ain't gonna be mad.
Yes,
Because
you
I don't even know. I guess a cat, a cheetah.
No, you don't even like cats.
I don't like cats. Y'all, I'm very sweet and kind.
That's a lie. To other people, y'all.
Until you keep messing with me, and then I'm mean.
I did not mess with you.
He don't let me relax.
I don't need to relax.
I get mean when I can't relax.
When you get home.
When I get hungry, I'm always full.
When you don't want to be bothered.
When I'm sleepy, yeah.
When you get sleepy. When you first wake up. You want the list keep going?
Yeah.
How long you want this list?
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, I don't like questions in the morning.
When I want to watch the TV show you want to watch?
Oh, whatever. Let me answer some more. Let me get some water first. Okay, these came from Ambi Eats. Ambi Eats gave me 2 sets of questions. I'm gonna answer the second set on the next video. Number 1, where would I like to live if I could live there? Las Vegas. I would love to live in Vegas. As long as they don't keep putting them little pictures in my hand. Speaking of relax, what is my favorite way to relax? But
Nah. I'm sorry, I'm not finished.
what is my favorite way to relax?
Sleep.
He got it. What else?
Sleep.
I guess he got it again. I like to sleep. What is the worst date I've ever been on? Have I ever told you the worst date I've ever been on, babe? Have I ever told you the worst date I've ever been on?
No. What's the worst date you've been on? I can tell you the worst date I've been on.
Well, what's your worst date?
Somebody burnt up my sleep. Somebody burnt up my car.
That was not the worst date.
Did my speakers burn up?
That was not my fault.
That was your fault. You were there.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something.
Your fault.
Our first date was at Papado's. And he got a stereo system in the back of his car. And when I got there, he was putting out a fire because his speakers had caught on fire. Then he put the fire out. We went in there and had a date. And then a couple weeks later, excuse me, I was spending a week or 3 a week or 3 at his house. And I said, okay, it's time for me to go home. He said, no, please don't leave. Something bad gonna happen. I said, I gotta go home. So I went home, and lo and behold, that night his car burnt up in the grocery store parking lot. So that's why he said that was his worst date. Okay. What's my worst date? Okay.
Yeah.
What's that? Christina's.
Christina.
It's a restaurant named Christina's.
You been to Christina's with me? I ain't never took you there.
Y'all give me a joke. I don't think I never told him that.
No.
It was with this country kind of guy.
A white guy?
It was a white guy.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The white guy. They used to come into the, I used to work at Racetrack, which is a gas station, overnight. And in the morning, going to work, this guy used to come in and get coffee and stuff like that. And he had asked me out on a date.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
And I said, sure, I'll go on a date with you. We went to Christina's. And, you know, you're supposed to be getting to know each other and stuff like that. I barely got a word in. Didn't even talk the whole night. Barely. He was talking about himself and how he was in the Panama. And then how he was in Florida and all this other kind of stuff. And then every time I would mention something, he would mention something about himself. So he was just all about himself. Then later on, he thought he was gonna like get him something or something. Cause he leaned in for a kiss and I was like, I was mean, man. I didn't know what it's about. I said, I'm good. He's like, can we go out on a second date? I was like, yeah, we can go out on a second date, knowing dang well, I was not going out on a second date with him.
Why you doing that, man?
I used to run from him. I had two. This is like, that was my second stalker, and then my third one. I had a third stalker too. I told you about him. He came all the way up to the school to get a haircut. I thought he was trying to come get a haircut, and he was trying to, push up on me.
No, you didn't tell me about that.
Oh my God.
I know one though, the one that just go up.
So I love you, girl.
No.
What?
The one that
So y'all, while working at Racetrack, it was this guy named Daniel. I forgot his last name. But he was another manager, kind of on the same level as I was. And
he was a manager?
Yeah. He was on the same level as I was. We all got promoted at the same time. Him, me, and the other guy named Cameron. Cameron, and what was the other guy name? Ryan. It was another Ryan. It was me, him, Cameron, and Ryan. We all was managers, and we was all supposed to go to breakfast this one morning. And Ryan and Cameron backed out, and me and him went to breakfast. And after we went to breakfast, Cameron, a few weeks later, started talking about Daniel and Nikki sitting there. And I'm like, whatever, no. So I guess everybody knew that he liked me but me. I do not pick up on stuff. I do not pick up when people flirting with me or trying to give me. No, listen. So this is when me and Brian first getting together. I went to work to go get my check, and he was working, and he came outside to, converse with us. With me. With me. I said, well, with me. And he was in pilot school or whatever. And he was just like, yeah, I'll take you up in the airplane. You want to go to the airplane? I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'll go up in the airplane. So we get ready to leave, and he's still talking about this dang on airplane. And then we drove off, and Brian like, you are not going to the airplane with that boy. I'm like, whatever. But yeah. So that was the worst date I ever been on. Oh my God. What is my favorite thing to do in the fall?
In the fall.
Yeah.
Sleep.
I hibernate.
Sleep.
I do not like the cold at all. I do not like the cold at all.
She's mean in the winter time.
That's because I be cold.
You from the cold.
I know. But I've been in Texas so long getting thin down my blood. And now I'm anemic, so yeah.
You're mean. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to be mean this winter, okay? This fall and winter, I ain't gonna be mean.
Yeah.
I'll be nice. Okay.
Fall.
What?
Around the time you fed.
When? Oh, we was going to the store, and it was right after the ice.
You gotta tell what part of town we was.
We was in the uppity area, meaning the rich white people area. We was in that area, and you know I look just like a white girl, just straight white. And my husband, he's black too, but he look black. He black. He ain't like me that, you know, just look fully white. He's black and black. That's it. He ain't that black. He ain't. He ain't. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on past that. So we're in a rich white area, and it's right after the ice, and I had on some wedge heels. Y'all know how y'all ankle turn and you fall? That's what it did, like right on the ice or whatnot. And when I fall, yeah, I'll be embarrassed, but I'm gonna lay there and laugh. You know, I lay there and laugh for a minute, then I get up. He was like, babe, he was standing over me, like, babe, you all right? Laughing and everything. And I'm like, so it looked like, if you in the car, it probably looked like I'm crying, because I'm like,
and I'm standing over.
and he's standing over me laughing. So in the car, it probably looking like, I beat your ass, or something, you know. And so he like, babe, if you don't get up, you know, people gonna, before the police come by here, you gonna make me go to jail. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah. So yeah, that was a different kind of fall, but there you go. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay. When and where was my first kiss?
You never been in trouble, bro.
Yeah, I am. Y'all gonna say you going to hell.
Why, was in the church?
It was in the back of the church van.
Yeah. You going to hell.
Which is, I'm sorry, but which is, ooh, he was ugly.
Why you getting ugly?
I don't know. He kissed me.
And you left? Was it French kiss or just kiss?
No, it was just a peck.
Oh, that ain't no kiss. Where your first kiss?
My first, like,
Kiss.
French kiss?
Yeah. Why you smile when you went the hands? Why you smile? You sure been smiling hard over there. And then go turn away from her.
We used to go to Louisiana for spring breaks all the time. And it was this fine dude. And his name was Brian too.
Come on.
His name was Brian too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was my first.
It better not be Brian number 2.
No, it's not Brian number 2.
Cause you don't see him naked.
I ain't see him naked.
Yeah.
That's why he fell, because I went for to see him naked. Now I gotta tell that story. This video gonna be long. But anyway, it was at Brian's house. After
Brian
we had
number 2.
no.
Oh, our house?
No.
Oh, you talking about the other Brian?
Yeah.
The first kiss.
Yeah. And it was at his house after we had went to the candy lady and got us a cold cup. You know what a cold cup is?
No.
It's Kool-Aid that's frozen into like a popsicle. It's called a cold cup.
We just call it frozen Kool-Aid.
No, it's a cold cup.
That's a frozen Kool-Aid. Come on.
Anyway, so that was my first kiss.
Come on.
Kiss, kiss. Yeah, y'all 2 kisses. What's my most embarrassing moment? I think I answered that in the other Q&A.
What's the most embarrassing moment?
When I fell out on a client doing her highlights. I fell out on a client doing her highlights in school. And then when I came back too, I was asking everybody, can they do her color before her hair gets too bright and fall out? Yeah. That was embarrassing when you doing somebody's hair and you fall out. That's embarrassing. Craziest thing I've done and do I regret it? I don't really do too much stuff that's crazy. I guess I have to classify this one as crazy. But when me and Brian first met, we had a bet on the Super Bowl. And I won, and he had to buy me an iPhone 4. And I didn't think he was going to actually buy it, but he did. And if he would have won, I would have had to go to the strip club, a.k.a. the zoo, with him. And because he bought me the phone and it was expensive, I did go to the zoo with him. And in the zoo, I didn't know that the animals was like no hair, no fur, meaning clothes. Like none at all. I was like, oh, they ain't got no fur on. And he went, look. But I thought he meant like, I said, oh, they ain't got no fur on. And they can't dance around or whatever, right? And he went to go like, look. He went, look. And I thought he meant like, go show them. And so I went to go show them how to dance or whatever. Because one of them was in training, I guess. And I went to show them how to dance, and then I got too drunk, and I ended up in the bathroom. When I went in the bathroom, with nobody in the bathroom. Then I had used the restroom when I got up, and I looked out the window, but then the cold air hit my face, and at that moment I knew I better sit down. So I sat down. I don't know how long I was sitting down, because by that time it was a bunch of ladies. They were banging on the door. B, get out the bathroom. You been in there too long. Looking all, thing. And when they go get the bouncers, I was holding the lock so they couldn't get in. Finally, I was like, ooh. You know, the bouncers got in. They kicked me out. I went to go tell Brian. Brian was like, okay. I'm like, no, like, dude, we gotta go. And so we really towed up drunk. And we drove home. It was only by the grace of God that we got there. And that's literally the craziest thing that I've ever done. And yes, I do regret it, because you should never drive like that.
Why you regret it?
Because you shouldn't drive drunk.
That was the best night.
That was the best night ever. But I regret driving drunk.
You didn't drive, I drove.
I regret for letting him drive drunk.
You was on your knees.
I was in my knees. In a
the
fetal position.
In the passenger car.
In the passenger seat, I just seen some police lights, and I said, oh, crap.
I got straightened up.
Got straightened up. I straightened up real quick, baby. But Brian we went to Whataburger. And then we supposed to be meeting my play cousin and my play brother in the Whataburger parking lot. And while we waiting on them, he throwing money out the window just... This dude came and said, man, if you don't stop throwing money out the window, I'm going to keep it. But yeah, that was pretty epic.
Somebody was out there who was up.
Honest, because if it was us, we'd have been like, I'm keeping this. Keeping it. All right, let's see. What is Brian's and our favorite thing to do? What's our favorite thing to do? His favorite thing to do is go to the zoo.
That's my other favorite thing to do.
What?
I got a lot of favorite things. I got one actually.
Oh my God. And his other favorite thing to do is play his PS5. My favorite thing to do is relax and eat.
Sleep.
And sleep. Yeah.
No, what she said was
And
our
drink,
favorite
and I like to
thing
drink.
to do.
Yeah, what's our favorite thing to do?
Daddy say eat.
Your dad say eat?
Yeah.
We do like to eat. Hence why I knew I had to start a channel. Because if anybody can do it, I can.
But we used to go out.
I know. Well, we're going to have to start going out. But I don't know if I'm we're going to have to go out to places that don't play a lot of music. Or we're going to have to play something over us eating or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to sacrifice and not film that day. Maybe I could film like some dessert ice cream or something at home or something that day when we go out.
How can they play music?
Well, we can go in there and see. And if we the only people in there, we're like, hey, can you cut the music off and film in a YouTube video? And they'll probably bring us some free food just for the advertisement. Anyway, that's our favorite thing to do. We like to eat. Okay? Eat, drink.
She likes to drink.
Yeah.
I only drink when I go to the zoo.
Yeah.
Did you explain how the zoo, we call it the zoo?
Okay, the reason why we call it the zoo is because one of my brother's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, best one.
One of my brother's ex-girlfriend, she called it the zoo. And we all driving in the car. She was like, yeah, y'all ready to go to the zoo? We was like, we ain't finna go to no zoo. What the heck you talking about? Zoo. She was like, yeah, with all the exotic animals. I'm like, we ain't finna go to no zoo. What you talking about? No.
We ain't even go to no zoo. We
No.
go eat.
Like, the zoo closed, boo. Then she had to explain it to us, and we've been calling it the zoo ever since. It's been about, what, 4 or 5 years? Probably longer than that. Okay. What's this? Probably like 7 years. Probably, I don't know. What's the scariest moment in my life? What's the scariest moment in my life?
When you fell up?
No, I wasn't scared. Number one, it's about two of them. Number one is when me and Brian, we wasn't first started dating. We were dating for almost a year almost. And he had gotten a surgery. And they didn't tell him that when they put him into surgery that they would stick a tube down his throat. And so he was coming out of anesthesia early and panicked and snatched the tube out of his throat and took out 2 nurses. And so I'm pretty young. I don't really know a lot of terminology or whatnot. But the doctor, she sat me down. She was like, yeah, he's on a ventilator. I said, so he can't breathe? She said, he's on a ventilator where the machine is breathing for him. I'm like, oh my God. And at this point, I have not met his brother. I have not met I did meet his dad one time. Barely.
That was after the zoo.
That was after the zoo. This was after going to the zoo the first time. My first time went to the zoo. And he came by. I don't know why he came by, but it's something in his spirit told him to go check on Brian that day. And so he came by the house, and that's when I met him. And he asked us why we ain't go to church, because we lived across the street from the church. We lived across the street from the church, and we didn't go to church. He asked us why we didn't go to church. And so, yeah. But I didn't know if he was gonna live or die. Like, I went in there and they had him tied to the bed, his arms tied to the poles of the bed. And they told me, they said, do not untie his arms. I'm like, okay, all right, that's confusing anyway. And so while I was in there, you know, he's still out of it because he's still on anesthesia. They had to put him back to sleep. But he not all the way in and he coming out of it. So he still can like hear stuff around him. And so he keep trying to move his arms. And I'm like, babe, it's okay, I'm right here. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. You good. And then he would relax. And then I wouldn't say nothing for a couple minutes. And then he'd try to move his arm. I'm like, babe, you relax. Go to sleep. It's fine. It's all right. And then he relaxed. And so I had got on Facebook because I didn't have nobody's information. And then I told his brother what had happened. And like, I was so nervous. I'm like, they gonna blame it on me. I don't know, you know. And all I knew is like they kicked me out. They told me I had to go home, but I didn't go home because I was too scared to like face the boys, because the boys lived with us at the time. And
you gotta say the nurses and the doctor kicked you.
The nurses and the doctor kicked me out, but I didn't go home. I stayed in the waiting room until the next day, and then I went in, and he still had the tube in his throat, but they untied his hands at this point. And he asked me for a pen and a paper. And so I gave it to him, and he writing down. I'm almost finished. You don't answer. Okay, so he writing down what happened, and I told him what happened. And then he asked what day it was, because he was supposed to get out the hospital the same day. And it's like 2 days later. And he's like, what? And then the last thing he wrote on the paper is, he was so excited about it that he got a sponge bath. He was so excited about that. But that was definitely one of the most scariest moments of my life, feeling that I was gonna like lose him. So yeah. And then the other scariest moments of my life is when I was little and one of my brothers had like a little devil mask or whatever. He used to always scare me with that. And then one of my neighbors had a snake, and I do not like snakes at all. I'm scared of snakes. And so they used to scare me with the snake and stuff like that. So those are the most scariest moments of my life. And then the last question of this video is, am I more of a country girl or a city girl? I'm a city girl. I am not no country girl at all, even though sometimes my accent goes country. I don't know where my accent comes from sometimes, but it go in and out of country, ghetto. I don't know. It go in and out of all types of stuff. I don't know where it come from. I don't know. So, but I'm a city girl. We live in a city, in the heart of the city. So, no, and I can't be no country girl because I don't like snakes at all. So, I ain't roaming through no woods, going to no. I'll go to the lake, but it can't be no lake with a lot of woods to it. Especially at the dark. Nope. So, yeah. But these things are pretty filling. I don't know if it's because I was talking or not, but they're pretty good. I like them. Sriracha Ranch little pizzas. Y'all gonna make y'all some and let me know if y'all like them. Part 2 of the Q&A will be coming out soon. So I will be announcing the winner of this gift card and how you can contact me to get the gift card. I will be announcing that in the next part 2 of the Q&A. And I have to do a part 2 because I got a lot of questions and I didn't have time really to write the other questions down. That's the only reason why I'm doing a part 2. Otherwise it would be like a hour or so video. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this video for you guys. I'm so happy that you guys gave me some questions. They make my day. It definitely does. I am going to be, even though I kind of answered it a little bit, just a teeny weeny bit, I need to go do my research on my spirit animal and what I think it is. I will be answering that in a future video. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching Nikki's Plates. I really, really, really appreciate you guys, and I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. As I always say, it's always, well, actually, you can follow me, subscribe, and follow me, share, like, comment here on Nikki's Plates, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, all at Nikki's Plates. As I always say, y'all, it's always peace, love, and kisses. Bye.